Welcome friends, in this video we're going to learn how to basically find, let's see what happens to slopes when you have basically a function and then when you form the inverse. We'll do it in a purely physical way so we can understand, nothing too fancy in terms of math. Anybody will be able to understand this immediately. So this is what I mean, take a look. I'm beginning with this basic coordinate system here. I have a positive axis this way, positive axis going up. And I'm just going to do this, take a look. So for example, I'm going to draw like a little staircase like this. So 2 to the right and then 1 up, 2 to the right, 1 up, 2 to the right, 1 up, 2 to the right, 1 up. Yeah, we can stop there. It's good enough for our purposes. It's pretty much a staircase the way you see it here. So the question is, what will happen to the slope? Let me finish it up here. I'm going to end over here, for example, okay? What will happen to the slope when you flip this the right way so that you can take a look at the inverse function? What does that actually mean anyway? I mean, here you can see the slope is basically, obviously it's 2 to the right and then 1 over. It's easy, right? You go 2 to the right, 1 up, 2 to the right, 1 up, and so on, all the way up. It's easy. So take a look. What I'm going to do is just cut this out. And I'm going to kind of pretend that this is like the slope along this line right here. Look. See that? It's the slope along that line. So as you go, say, you're a little person going from here to here, the slope is 2 to the right, 1 over, up. I'm sorry, 2 to the right, 1 up, 2 to the right, 1 up. As you're going along that line. What happens if you try to form the inverse? I'm going to extend this and end over there. That's good enough. In other words, this is the function f. For example, what will be f inverse in terms of the slope? The slope here is easy. It's 1 over 2. Let's take a look at that. So I'm going to just cut this out and I can demonstrate the slope super fast. So I'm back here now. Take a look. You see that this slope clearly, right, is 2 to the right, 1 up. And this is for the original function. So I'm just going to write that down over here, that this is like function f with a slope of 1 over 2. 1 and then 2. So the slope on the inverse basically amounts to doing this. Take a look. Physically, you just flip it this way and that's it. That becomes the inverse function. And when I look here, take a look. So for example now, this would still be like the x, well, positive specifically. And this one would also be the y. Oh boy, that's a crooked line, but you get the idea. It's a positive quantity going up that way. And when you look at the slope here from this perspective, it's pretty easy to see, right? That, for example, like this is 2 and then 1. This is 2 and then 1. This is 2 and then this is 1. This is 2 and then 1. You see that? So the slope on the inverse basically becomes 2 over 1. And this is a slope on f with the little negative 1 there to indicate that this is the inverse function. But there's more than that if you think about this carefully, right? It's kind of, there's a whole little world revealed simply by treating the, problem this way, which is this. Take a look. You see, for example, what is originally the y-intercept right here on the original f, like that. When you form the inverse, look at it carefully, right? There's more than that. The original y-intercept becomes the new x-intercept on f inverse. You see that? Right here, because now this is the horizontal axis. So you kind of reciprocate the slope, and on top of it, the y-intercept on the original becomes the x-intercept on this new line, on f inverse. This has helped you understand. Please leave a like. I like doing things this way. I think it's more interesting. Just writing a lot of symbols I've discovered doesn't really work for a lot of people, because you don't have any like physical intuition for what things actually represent. This is a staircase, right? We've all climbed one. We can feel that. Thanks so much. I'll see you in another video.